it's time for another Conversations with the Clergy. And today I'm pleased to be speaking with Mike Mahoney. Mike is one of our parishioners, and Mike is also a seminarian for the Diocese of Des Moines. So he's going to tell us a little bit about himself and his vocation story and a little bit about where he's studying. So Mike, tell me a little bit about your vocation, your call. What called you to the priesthood?
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you again for having me.
Mm-hmm.
So my call begins my sophomore year of high school. That year, that fall, I was able to go on NCYC, or National Catholic Youth Conference, and during that time, there's adoration, and so we're praying in front of the Blessed Sacrament, and this profound voice kind of comes into my head, something that I really never heard. And it's like, Mike, I want you to be a priest. Mike, I want you to be a priest. And my 16-year-old self was like, nope, not doing that. And so I kind of pushed it off and put it aside, kind of talked about it for a little bit with my parents, but then decided to go a different route, which was to teach religion, so not totally different.
Yeah.
And so I went to college at St. John's University in Minnesota and got my degree in education, essentially. I majored in social studies and had 2 minors in secondary education and theology. And from there, I decided to go to California. And my time in California was not good, to be honest, and I was pretty miserable. But then I decided that, all right, upon reflection, I saw myself the happiest in teaching my 7th grade religion class. I taught in a small Catholic school up there. And I decided that happiness had to be teaching me something more about my calling. So Father Pins was the vocation director at the time. And so I called Father Pins and said, hey, Father, I'd like to go into seminary. What do I need to do to get going on that? And that's been one of the best decisions that I've made.
All right, good. Well, so your path is not everybody goes like from high school to college, seminary, and as mentioned right away. You worked for a while in between. Mm-hmm. So was that for how long? About how long did that last?
Just a year.
About a year. Okay, so you had an interim of work, and in between you got a degree, and you got wonderful, great. Mm-hmm. Now you're studying in Rome.
Correct.
A lot of us talk about the NAC. You go to the NAC, and that's the North American College.
Right.
But I understand there's also that NAC is not the school, it's more like a residence, and there are several colleges in Rome, like Father Trevor went to Rome, he studied in Rome, lived at the NAC, but he didn't go to the same college you did in Rome. So could you explain a little bit about that? When you go to the NAC, what do you do and where do you live, where do you go to school?
Sure. So college is kind of a different connotation to what we're used to in the United States. We're talking about college in Italy. So for college in Italy, it's more of a house of students, is kind of a better way to put it. And so us at the North American College, we go to 3 different places or 3 different universities. I'll tell you what they are in Rome. So Father Trevor, he started off at the Gregorian University and then went to Santa Croce for his licentiate or his post-bachelor degree. Mm-hmm. And then I am studying at the Angelicum currently. So the Santa Croce, Gregorian, and Angelicum. So the Angelicum is the only one that's English speaking.
So your classes are in English.
Classes are in English. There is an Italian track if you want. But I decided for the meantime just to go with the English speaking. Mm-hmm. And then the other 2 are totally Italian. And so that's kind of the differences and whatnot. So the universities are more for the classes, and the college is more like just a house of students.
Very good. So, how was your Italian?
It's coming.
It's coming.
It'll be something I'll be working on during the summer. But
all right, very good.
It's coming.
Usually when a seminarian comes home for the summer, the diocese gives them some sort of assignment. Do you have an assignment this summer from the diocese?
I do. So currently, I have just started my placement actually about a week ago. Mm-hmm. I'm currently at St. Joe's on the east side, working with Father Pins. And so right now I'm just finishing up my classes. The actual classes end at the end of this month, and I'll have finals for a couple weeks in June. Mm-hmm. And then I'll be able to better immerse into the parish life after that.
Do you know when you'll be returning to Rome yet?
The tentative date is August 15th for us to return, but again, with all this pandemic going on, we don't really know. Don't know what's going to happen yet.
Right. You enjoying your studies?
I am. Yeah, I definitely am. So it's a little bit different though. I have 8 classes, so getting ready for a little bit of a break, even though I'm
Good,
enjoying
you'll
it.
be ready for that.
Yeah.
Wonderful, well, good. As we wrap up, for anyone out there who is thinking about a vocation, wondering if they're being called, what would you say to someone who's discerning a vocation right now?
Sure. So for anybody who's discerning, I guess one of the key parts of discernment is trying to find where you have that peace. When you truly think about doing any kind of career path, whether it's going and entering into seminary or religious life, or if it's going down a different career path, when you think about it and pray about it, where is that peace at? What path? And from there, you can kind of slowly make those decisions of what way you want to go.
All right. Well, very good. Mike, thank you for being with us today. Thank you for chatting with us. And best of luck to your studies. May God lead you and guide you and bless you and your family and your studies.
Thank you very much.
May God's blessings to you. And during this Easter season, remember, Jesus Christ is risen.